Have you ever felt like just climbing the stairs suddenly takes the strength of a mountain hike? Or bending down to tie your shoes feels like wrestling a sack of bricks? You're not alone. And it's not just aging, it's muscle loss, sarcopenia, and it begins quietly. Long before the walker, long before the wheelchair, long before you're stuck in bed wondering what happened. And here's the truth most doctors won't tell you. You can reverse it. You can fight it. Starting today, even starting with something as simple as what's sitting in your fruit bowl. As a doctor with over 50 years of experience, I've seen far too many good people slowly give up their strength, not because they wanted to, but because no one ever told them there's another way. Well, today I'm here to tell you, there is another way, and it doesn't involve protein powders, gym memberships, or expensive pills. You're about to discover 5 powerful fruits, yes, fruits, that can help protect your muscles, reduce stiffness, support recovery, and give your legs the support they desperately need. These fruits are backed by hard science. They're used by world-class athletes, but gentle enough for seniors with diabetes or heart concerns. So before you assume weakness is just part of aging, hear me out. If you've ever felt your legs trembling when you stand up, or your body aching the next day from doing almost nothing, comment on the number 1 below. If not yet, type 0. But stick around because this might save your independence one day. And if this message touches you, hit subscribe and tap the bell so we don't lose touch. Now let's get started, because every bite you take could either build your strength or steal it. Number 1, the avocado, your anti-inflammatory muscle shield. Now let me tell you a little secret that I've shared with hundreds of my patients over the years. It's not a supplement, it's not a powder, it's not a shot or an injection or a pill. It is something you can hold in your hand. It is soft, green, and creamy. It is an avocado, and it is quietly one of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods you can eat after the age of 60. You see, muscle loss does not always begin with a fall or a diagnosis. Sometimes it starts with silent inflammation. That's the real enemy here. Inflammation is not just about pain or swelling. It is like a slow-burning fire that lives inside your muscles, day in and day out, quietly breaking them down while you go about your life. Most seniors never feel it coming until their legs shake when they stand, or they need to grab the countertop just to put their pants on. And by the time they ask for help, the fire has already done damage. This is where avocado steps in. Avocados are loaded with monounsaturated fats, the same healthy fats that help reduce chronic inflammation in the body. According to the National Institutes of Health, these fats actively support muscle cell membranes and help stabilize hormones that regulate muscle metabolism. But that's just the beginning. One avocado contains more potassium than a whole banana. To be exact, one medium avocado has about 975 milligrams of potassium compared to just 422 milligrams in a medium banana. Why does that matter? Potassium helps regulate how your muscles contract. It keeps your heartbeat steady. It works with magnesium to prevent muscle cramps, tremors, and weakness. It keeps your muscles flexible instead of rigid. It supports your balance so you do not stumble when you get up in the middle of the night. And speaking of magnesium, avocados are also a great source of it. Together, potassium and magnesium form a kind of electrical system for your muscles. When either one is missing, it is like trying to run a motor with a broken battery. But there is more going on inside that soft green flesh. Avocados contain vitamin E, one of the most powerful antioxidants for aging muscles. Vitamin E protects your muscle cells from oxidative damage. Think of it like armor. When your muscles are constantly under attack by free radicals from stress, pollution, processed food, or even medications, vitamin E helps shield them so they can recover and rebuild. Now, let me tell you about Clara. Clara is 72 years old. She has a laugh that fills the room and legs that used to cramp up every single night. She tried creams, stretching, and warm baths. Nothing worked. Then one day her daughter suggested adding just 1/2 an avocado to her dinner. 2 weeks later, Clara called me. She said, "Doctor, I slept through the night for the first time in months. My morning walk no longer feels like I am dragging bricks behind me." That is the kind of quiet victory I live for. Now I know some of you are thinking, isn't avocado fattening? Let me be clear. The fats in avocado are not the kind that make you gain weight. They help you feel full without crashing. They stabilize your blood sugar. They even support your heart and brain. And for those managing diabetes, here's the good news. Avocados are naturally low in sugar, contain no cholesterol, and have only about 12 grams of carbohydrates per fruit. Plus, they are packed with fiber, about 10 grams in just one medium avocado. That fiber slows digestion, smooths blood sugar spikes, and feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut that help absorb nutrients, especially calcium and magnesium for your muscles. Here is something else I want you to know. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed more monounsaturated fats had better balance, faster walking speed, and a lower risk of frailty. Another study from Tufts University found that a compound in avocado called lutein was directly associated with improved muscle strength in aging adults. Now, I am not saying avocado is a magic bullet, but if something this simple, this creamy, this delicious can help reduce inflammation, support muscle strength, improve sleep, and boost energy, then why aren't more of us eating it every day? So here is my gentle prescription for you. Start with 1/2 an avocado per day. Put it on whole grain toast in the morning. Add it to your salad at lunch. Blend it into a smoothie with spinach and almond milk. Or even make a little avocado chocolate pudding. Yes, it is a thing. But above all, be consistent, because muscle loss does not take a break, but neither does the healing power of small habits. Now tell me, have you tried eating an avocado daily? Have you felt a difference in your legs or energy levels? Comment below and let me know, because someone out there might read your story and decide to try it too. And if this spoke to you in any way, please hit subscribe, tap the bell, and stay with us. In the next section, we're moving from something creamy and calming to something bold, red, and ready to chase away soreness like an old friend. Let's keep going. Number 2, Tart cherry, the recovery fruit seniors shouldn't ignore. You know that feeling when you wake up and your legs are stiff before you even get out of bed? Or when you stretch your arms and your shoulders feel like they've carried bricks overnight? It's not just soreness, it's your muscles calling for help. And the longer you ignore it, the louder they scream back, with fatigue, weakness, and eventually immobility. But nature, in all its quiet wisdom, offers a powerful antidote in a bright red package. Tart cherry, not the sweet cherries you pop in your mouth during the summer. I'm talking about the sour kind. The one that puckers your lips a little. The one you'll often find as juice or dried in bags. It is this sour cherry that holds real muscle healing power. Let's talk about the science first. Then I'll tell you about my neighbor Paul. Tart cherries are loaded with a group of compounds called anthocyanins. These are natural antioxidants, and their job is to fight inflammation. Not the kind of swelling you see, but the deep, silent kind. The inflammation that settles in your joints and your muscle fibers. The kind that makes you feel like you've aged 10 years overnight. A study published by the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that runners who drank tart cherry juice for 7 days before a race had significantly less muscle pain and bounced back faster than those who didn't. Now you might be thinking, "Doctor, I'm not running any races." But that's exactly the point. If this fruit can help a marathoner recover, imagine what it can do for someone simply trying to walk the dog, stretch in the morning, or get in and out of the car without groaning. In another study from Oregon Health and Science University, researchers found that older adults who drank tart cherry juice showed lower markers of muscle damage after activity, without any side effects. That's huge. Many seniors rely on painkillers like ibuprofen to deal with soreness, but those can affect your kidneys, blood pressure, and even your heart when taken over time. Tart cherry is a natural alternative, gentle, powerful, and safe, but its benefits don't stop with your muscles. Tart cherries contain natural melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. And if you've had trouble falling asleep, or staying asleep, or waking up still feeling tired, this little fruit might be what your nighttime routine is missing. Better sleep means better recovery, because your body repairs itself while you rest, especially your muscles. Now let me tell you about Paul. Paul is 68. He used to walk around like his legs were filled with cement. He said mornings were the hardest. Everything ached before he even got to the coffee pot. I suggested he try 4 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice after dinner. 2 weeks later, he waved at me across the fence with the biggest grin. "I don't know what's in that red juice, Doc," he said, "but I feel like I got new legs. And that's what I want for you." Now, not all tart cherry products are created equal. Look for 100% pure tart cherry juice. No added sugar. You don't need a lot. 4 to 6 ounces is enough. If you prefer, you can take tart cherry capsules or sprinkle dried tart cherries on your oatmeal or yogurt. But remember, consistency is the secret. You cannot drink it once and expect miracles. Make it part of your evening ritual. Let it become your silent support system. So here is your challenge. Try tart cherry juice every night for 10 days. Track how your body feels when you wake up. Are your legs lighter? Are your joints quieter? If you've already tried tart cherry, drop a comment below and share your results. Someone else might be searching for exactly the story you've lived. And if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Coming up next, we'll explore a fruit that's not only beautiful, but has the power to send more oxygen to your muscles and make you feel stronger from the inside out. Let's keep building that strength, one bite at a time. Number 3, pomegranate, the blood flow superfruit that energizes your muscles. If you've ever felt winded just walking across the room, or your legs burn after climbing just one flight of stairs, it may not be your age. It may not even be your lungs. It might be your blood flow. Because the truth is, as we get older, our circulation begins to slow down. And when your muscles aren't getting enough oxygen and nutrients, they tire faster, ache longer, and rebuild slower. That's where pomegranate comes in. Bright red, juicy, packed with seeds that almost look like tiny jewels. But beneath that tough outer skin is something that could change your strength from the inside out. Pomegranates are loaded with polyphenols, specifically punicalagon, a powerful antioxidant. What do these do? They help reduce something called oxidative stress. Now, I want to make this simple. Oxidative stress is like rust inside your body. It wears away at your muscle fibers, your energy systems, and your strength. It's what makes your muscles feel weak, even when you've done nothing. It's what slows your recovery, even when you're trying to stay active. But pomegranate helps clean up that rust. Even more importantly, it boosts something called nitric oxide in your blood. This is the key. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen your blood vessels. Think of it as opening more lanes on a crowded freeway. More lanes mean smoother traffic. In your body, that means more oxygen and nutrients flowing straight to your muscles. And when your muscles get what they need, they perform better. They last longer, they hurt less, they recover faster. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed pomegranate extract before exercise had better endurance and less fatigue. They didn't just feel stronger, they were stronger. Another study in the journal Food and Function reported that regular pomegranate juice consumption improved muscle recovery and reduced soreness, even in people who did light to moderate activity. So no, you don't have to be an athlete to benefit. Even if your workout is just walking the dog, doing dishes, or stretching your arms above your head, pomegranate can help you feel better while doing it. Let me introduce you to George. George is 74. 2 years ago, he gave up gardening because bending down made his legs ache for days. Then we talked. He started drinking a small glass of pomegranate juice, about 5 ounces, before going outside. Now, he's back in the garden every week. He says, "It's like my muscles are breathing again." And there's science to back him up. Pomegranate also supports something called mitochondrial health. Mitochondria are the tiny power plants inside your cells that create energy. The more efficient your mitochondria, the more energy your muscles can produce. That means more stamina, more strength, more ability to do what you love without feeling wiped out. You can enjoy pomegranate in different ways. Drink 100% pure pomegranate juice, just 5 to 6 ounces per day. Or eat the seeds called arils. Toss them into your salad, blend them into your smoothie. Sprinkle them on top of Greek yogurt. But remember, go for the real stuff. No added sugar, no blends, just the fruit in its pure form. And if you're watching your blood sugar, choose the seeds instead of the juice. You'll get the fiber, the antioxidants, and a gentle rise in energy without the spike. So I want to ask you, have you ever tried pomegranate before a walk, a chore, or a workout? Did you feel a difference? Share your story below. And if you haven't yet, give it a shot this week. Just one small glass before a morning walk or afternoon activity. Your muscles just might thank you for it. Now, what if I told you there's a fruit often ignored with a wrinkled skin? Could that reverse muscle aging? That's next. Let's keep going. Number 4, prune, the muscle-preserving fruit hiding in your pantry. Let me ask you something. When you hear the word prune, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Be honest. Most people think of digestion, maybe something their grandmother used to eat, maybe something they have ignored for years. But what if I told you that this wrinkled little fruit could hold the secret to keeping your muscles strong, even well into your 70s and 80s? Prunes, yes, dried plums, are not just for regularity. They're one of the most underrated weapons against muscle loss after 60, and I'll explain why. Prunes are rich in antioxidants, especially compounds like chlorogenic acid, neochlorogenic acid, and rutin. These names may sound complicated, but their job is simple. They fight the breakdown of your muscles from within. You see, as we age, our bodies naturally go into what we call a catabolic state. That means your body starts breaking down tissue faster than it builds it back. That includes muscle tissue. Now here's where it gets exciting. Studies from the University of Arkansas and the Journal of Nutrients have shown that prunes can help reverse this catabolic effect. How? They boost a powerful hormone called IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1. IGF-1 is like a green light for your body to grow and repair muscle. It tells your body, we're still building, we're still strong, let's go. And here's the kicker. Prunes don't just preserve muscle, they may help you build new muscle cells. In lab studies, prune extracts significantly increase the size of muscle fibers and the rate of protein synthesis, the exact process your body uses to rebuild strength after activity. Now let me tell you about Aunt Helen. She's 76, sharp as a tack, funny, tough, but she started noticing her morning walks were getting harder. Her knees ached, her hips felt stiff. She told me, "Doctor, I think the sidewalk got longer." I laughed and said, "Helen, try eating 5 prunes every morning with your breakfast. Just 5. She raised an eyebrow, but she did it. 30 days later, she called me and said something I'll never forget. "It's like I oiled my hinges. I'm not groaning every time I sit down anymore." Now here's what else prunes offer. They're one of the richest natural sources of a mineral called boron. Boron is crucial for helping your body absorb calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, all of which are essential for muscle and bone strength. If you're worried about osteoporosis or falling, boron should be on your radar. And yes, prunes are famous for their fiber, but that's part of their magic. One serving, about 5 prunes, contains roughly 3 grams of fiber. That helps balance blood sugar, improve digestion, and keep your energy steady throughout the day. No crashes, no spikes, just fuel that lasts. Now you might say, "But Doc, I don't like the taste." That's fair, but there are ways to make them delicious. Chop them into your oatmeal. Blend them into a smoothie with cocoa and almond milk. Mix them with walnuts for a homemade energy bite. And if you're really adventurous, try soaking them overnight with a little cinnamon and orange peel. It tastes like dessert. Now let me be clear, you don't need a full bowl, just 5 prunes a day. That's all it takes to start protecting your muscles, feeding your bones, and keeping your strength. Have you ever tried eating prunes consistently? Did it help your energy, your digestion, or your morning stiffness? Let us know in the comments. Your story could be exactly what someone else needs to read today. Coming up next is the most surprising one of all. You've probably had it your whole life. It's red, it's crunchy, and its secret weapon is hidden in the part most people throw away. Let's talk about that one next. Number 5, apple, the everyday fruit that quietly builds muscle from the peel inward. You've heard it your whole life. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Sona. But here's the part they never told you. That same apple, especially the peel, might be keeping muscle loss away too. Yes, I'm talking about the fruit sitting in almost every American kitchen, the one that seems too simple to matter. But inside that crisp bite lies one of the most quietly powerful compounds in the entire plant kingdom. It's called ursolic acid. And it's not in the juice, it's not in the flesh. It's hiding in the peel, the very part most people throw out. Let me explain what makes it special. Ursolic acid has been shown in studies, including one from the University of Iowa, to increase levels of IGF-1, the same muscle-building hormone I mentioned earlier, with prunes. But it goes even further. Ursolic acid also helps lower levels of something called myostatin. Think of myostatin as the brake pedal for muscle growth. The more myostatin your body produces, the more it tells your muscles to stop growing. So when you lower it and increase IGF-1 at the same time, you're stepping off the brake and onto the gas. That's what ursolic acid does, and that's what makes the humble apple a real force in the fight against age-related muscle loss. Now, this is not just about growing biceps or lifting weights. This is about staying mobile, getting out of a chair without help, carrying your groceries, climbing stairs without grabbing the rail. That's real strength, and apples can help preserve it. But the benefits do not stop there. Apples are also rich in quercetin, a flavonoid that supports mitochondrial function. Remember the mitochondria? They're your energy factories. When they're working well, your muscles have stamina. When they're weak, your legs give out halfway through a walk. Quercetin helps your mitochondria perform better and recover faster. That means less soreness, more endurance, and a smoother recovery after movement. Apples also contain pectin, a type of soluble fiber that supports gut health. Why does that matter for muscles? Because a healthy gut helps you absorb more protein, more minerals, more of everything your muscles need to grow and repair. And yet, most people are peeling their apples. They're throwing away the very thing that makes it powerful. So here's what I recommend. Go organic if you can. Wash the apple well, but never peel it. Slice it and dip it in peanut butter. Add it to your oatmeal, or just eat it whole. One apple a day with the peel. Now let me tell you about Mr. David. He's 79, still does his yard work every morning, still takes a walk to the mailbox, rain or shine. When I asked him his secret, he laughed and held up an apple. Saves me from the pills, Doc, he said. Keeps me moving, keeps me regular, keeps me young. Turns out he's not wrong. In the same University of Iowa study, mice that received ursolic acid had less muscle wasting, more lean muscle mass, and better glucose control, all markers of healthy aging. And while human studies are still ongoing, the direction is clear. This fruit is no joke. So the next time you reach for an apple, remember, you're not just eating a snack. You're giving your muscles the quiet support they need to keep you strong, steady, and self-reliant. Do you eat apples with the peel? Have you felt any difference in your energy or digestion? Let us know in the comments. And if not, start today. Your next apple could be your first step toward building strength where it matters most. Now let's bring it all together. We've covered 5 fruits. Each one is simple, familiar, powerful, but when you combine them, they create something even greater. Let's move into the final section, where we turn knowledge into daily action. You've made it this far, and that tells me something important. You're not giving up. You're not someone who shrugs and says, it's just age. You are still here, still learning, still fighting for your strength. And that matters more than you know, because strength after 60 isn't about lifting weights or running marathons. It's about getting out of bed without help, standing tall without pain, carrying your groceries without gasping for breath, taking care of yourself without depending on anyone else. That kind of strength is built in the quiet, daily decisions. The apple you didn't peel, the prune you added to breakfast, the cherry juice you sipped instead of soda. I've spent 50 years watching patients either fade away quietly or rise back with quiet courage. And the difference? It's not luck. It's not genes. It's a choice. So make that choice today. Let your next meal be your next step towards strength. Tell me in the comments, what fruit are you starting with tomorrow? Your answer might give someone else hope. If you found value here, if you feel even a little more empowered, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell. This channel is for you. I'm here for you. And if you're serious about staying strong, then don't miss what's coming next. There's one food that beats eggs, yes, even for muscle strength after 60. It's cheaper, easier to digest, and way more powerful than most seniors realize. I'll show you exactly what it is and how to add it to your breakfast tomorrow. Watch this next. This food beats eggs for seniors 60 plus. Because your strongest years, they might still be ahead. Take care, stay moving, stay strong,